Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to presentation on book review that presented by me Siti Suha as English postgraduate student of Queen Sultan Maulana Hasanuddin Banten. And the book that I will review is Researching and Teaching Second Language Writing in the Digital Age from Mimili. The book contains important things related to research and teaching writing in the digital era. So, in this occasion, allow me to review the contents of the book. And now I will present you the identity of the book. As previously I say that the title of the book is Researching and Teaching Second Language Writing in the Digital Age. For the author is Mimi Lee. The book is published at Springer International Publishing on 2022. So the book is still fresh and new. The book has page 243 and the book has ISBN. So it means the book is legible for us to read. And in this chapter, there is a beautiful woman photo. Yep, she is the author of the book. She is Mimi Lee. Mimi Lee is assistant professor of applied linguistics at Texas A&M University Commerce at USA. Her research areas are second language writing and computer-assisted language learning. So she has published work on computer-based collaborative writing, computer-mediated teacher feedback, and digital multimodal composing. She serves on the editorial boards of multiple international peer or reference journals. Okay, here I will show you some reason why I choose the book. Firstly, the book is contemporary context. It means presenting some issues, researches, and new teaching approaches in the digital era. Contemporary context, it means also the book is quite up to date. And the book can answer all problems related to research and teaching, especially in the digital age. The next reason is easy books. It means the book is easy to understand, and the most important thing that in the book, the author includes book search and research links in each chapter. And the next reason is comprehensive and well-organized book. The book is complete, includes everything that is needed or relevant, and the book is well organized. It means the book is structure, topic, and discussion. Okay, here are the strengths of the book. The book firstly provides an overview of research on second language writing in response to technological. Next, the book presents the current state of teaching and learning on second language writing using technology. Next, provides educational recommendation on the integrating of digital tools in teaching writing. And the next strength is the book shows the links and concepts relating to published studies. So that are some the advantages of this book. Of course, this advantage will make readers more interested in exploring all the reading in it. Alright, beside the strengths, there is also the weakness of the book that I find. Firstly, the book doesn't delve into the possibilities of technology for other related skills like reading and writing connection. So, however, in my opinion, it would be better if there was also an explanation regarding the relationship between reading and writing. So, in this book, I didn't find it. And the next weakness is the book doesn't explore computer-based writing tests like high-tech standardized testing and placement tests. The next weakness is the book doesn't discuss the use of advanced technologies like keystroke lodging and eye tracking. And the contents of the book have many chapters. There are 10 chapters in the book. Firstly, introduction, new landscape of second language writing and theoretical frameworks, CMTF, CMPR, digital multimodal composing, computer-mediated collaborative writing, automated writing evaluation, corpus analysis and corpus-based writing instruction, researches, and the last chapter is conclusion. So, I will review one by one at the next chapters. Okay, I begin from chapter 1, Introduction. In the first introduction, the author summarizes the upcoming chapters and previews the important themes that will be explored. In the introduction, also the author informs readers of the key research gap that will be addressed throughout the book, which is highlighting the effects of various digital technology on second language writing. The chapter also underlines the aims of the books, that the author states that the aims of the book is inspiring language practitioners to implement effective writing activities using the first new computer technology. So in chapter 1, contains a general explanation from the author about what he will convey in the next chapter. Next, chapter 2, about new landscape of second language writing and theoretical frameworks. The author introduces her readers to the new second language writing landscape in chapter 2 by presenting it as one filled with new writing tasks and new forms of writing feedback or assessments. New writing texts like web genres, video project, digital stories, multimodal presentation, and also voice embedded PowerPoint presentation at creating multimedia research stories using Prezi and Google Drive. And for new forms of writing feedback or assessment, there are two types. The is asynchronous teacher electronic feedback. We can use Word doc comments and track change. And for synchronous feedback, we can use chat. And the new theoretical framework also informing research in this chapter, like second language acquisition or SLA, sociocultural theory, computer-mediated collaborative learning, writing studies, and linguistic or applied linguistics. So, chapter 2 is the fundamental chapter, and it will be useful especially for the newcomer second language writing instructor and will develop second language writing researchers. The next is chapter 3 about computer-mediated teacher feedback. In this chapter, the author, Mimili, discussed the research and instructional practice addressing the definition about the computer-mediated teacher feedback. The definition is teachers or tutors' delivery of feedback on writing using technology tools. It's also referred to as electronic teacher feedback. And computer-mediated teacher feedback has three modes. There are text, audio, and videos. In text, teacher or researcher can use Microsoft Word, color coding, or leave global feedback. And for audios, teacher can use or can enable students to practice listening and speaking skills. And for video feedback, it's used for online or distance learning classes only. It because the students can come to the class. And for different types of CMTF, there are two types: synchronous feedback and asynchronous feedback. For synchronous feedback, teacher can use Google Docs, Zoom, Skype, and etc. And for asynchronous feedback, the teacher can use comments and track change function in the Microsoft Word, or the teacher can use email or discussion forums. Alright, in the end of the chapter, the writer presents the representative technology for CMTF or computer-mediated teacher feedback. So there are many digital technology that can used by teacher in their teaching learning activity like Camtasia, Screencast, TextMeet, Snagit, Turnitin, Gradmark, Kaizena, Audacity, and Zoom. The author also write the website link in this book, so it's very easy to teacher to access this link. And for the next slide is chapter 4. Chapter 4 is about computer-mediated peer response. In this chapter, the author mainly discussed the research and instructional practice on computer-mediated peer response. The author begins with the definition both of peer response and computer-mediated peer response. Peer response is the activity during which students provide feedback on their peers' writing in the written or oral mode in pairs or small groups. And for computer-mediated peer response, the meaning is students providing feedback on their peers' writing using asynchronous tools like Microsoft Word, blogs, etc. and or asynchronous tools like Google Docs and Skype. Okay, like the previous chapter, in this chapter also the author show the representative technologies in the end of the chapters, especially for computer-mediated peer response. So the students can use the technology or digital technology in their learning, like Blogger, WordPress, Weebly, Wix, Turnitin PeerMark, Perceptive, PeerGrade, Facebook, and WeChat. Some of the digital technology, the Facebook, I think, is the most popular that students use. The Facebook is free social networking tool which can be used for peer response. In Facebook, students can give comment or response in their status of their friends. Chapter 5 about digital multimodal composing. DMC is a new literacy practice in which students draw on digital technologies to create multimodal products integrating text, image, sounds, movement, video, and or hypertext, which address new audience through new genres. And in this chapter, the author writes the assessment of DMC. There are three criteria from Van Kooten. Firstly, purpose and audience, multi-phase logic, and layers of media, like use of figurative devices, just take position and collage, completion and reinforcement, and rhetorical and technical features, like ethos, pathos, and logos, fonts, color, and animation. And in this chapter, the author begins with a discussion of teachers and academics' growing interest in multimodal writing methods. So Lee, or the author, introduces significant text in the field and organizes them into 4 themes, like DMC process, student view, instructor's perspective, and learning and outcome development. She also emphasizes the necessity of well-designed student training for collaborative writing, as well as technology used to support it. And she supplements this with a representative technology, especially for digital multimodal composing. There are many technology like Storybird, Storyjumper, and many others. Chapter 6 about computer-mediated collaborative writing. In Chapter 6, computer-mediated collaborative writing, the author mainly emphasizes the need of using technology that supports an assigned assignment rather than starting with a technology that is already available to build a writing activity. So the chapter begins by definition about collaborative writing. That collaborative writing refers to an activity in which students interact, negotiate meaning, and make joint decisions throughout the writing process and produce a single text with a shared responsibility and co-ownership. In the next material in chapter 6, how to assess the computer-mediated collaborative writing. Firstly, the quantity and quality of each individual member's online post. Teacher also must to know the degree of group members' natural engagement, like positively responding language function and other writing chain function throughout the collaborative writing process. Next, the author facilitates second language writing researcher or instructor by presenting representative technologies for computer-mediated collaborative writing, such as JuJelDoc. JuJelDoc is the function is an online word processor that is commonly used for information sharing and collaborative writing. Beside Google Doc, there is PBWorks. Its function is a free and professional wiki hosting tool that can be used for information sharing, collaboration, and development of online classroom. And there are many digital technology that can use by teacher in applying computer-mediated collaborative writing in their class. Chapter 7 discuss automated writing evaluation or AWE. AWE, also known as automated essay scoring in several area research. Okay, AWE systems are engines that utilize sophisticated natural language processing or NLP technique and machine learning to analyze a wide range of text features at lexical, syntactic, semantic, and discourse levels and subsequently provide scores and evaluative feedback on writing. The definition of AWE is computer-generated scoring and feedback used for assessment and instructional purposes. So, in this chapter, Lee emphasized a lack of study on language other than English while discussing future direction, since most AWE research has been undertaken in either ESL or EFL situation. Teaching recommendation also the writers say in this chapter, such as the list of our research such as criterion, Turnitin, and writing file also provided in the end of the chapter. Okay, here the author highlights selection of our tools that can be used by teachers like Criterion, Intelligent Essay, Right to Learn, Turnitin, Writing Pal, or WePal, My Access, Vijay, Grammarly, Write and Improve, Write, Research Writing Tutor, and Preparator. Okay, the author examines one of the more difficult areas for inexperienced second language writing teachers and emerging researchers in Chapter 8, Corpus Analysis and Corpus-Based Writing Instruction. One of the directions for future research she mentioned is the need to examine teachers' perception of the use of corpora and corpus tools for material development. So in this chapter, the author begins with the definition both of corpus and corpus analysis. Corpus is a collection of authentic language, either written or spoken, which has been compiled for a particular purpose. And corpus analysis is to analyze linguistic patterns in and across naturally produced text, usually with the aid of computer. The representative technologies for corpus analysis and corpus-based writing instruction, there are COCA, COBUI, BAWE, ROW, MISUBS, and TCSL. In essence, the author gives the audience or the reader with a wealth of materials or links to further research of this curious topic. Chapter 9, titled Research, provides a variety of scholarly research such as books, journals, conferences and association sheets, and websites. These research are suitably explained for usage in educational settings. Furthermore, many of the websites, articles, and programs chosen are free and easily accessible. So, Chapter 9 is intended to act as a resource for furthering many of the chapter themes outside the scope of the book. It also functions as a professional development resource by informing readers about conferences and training opportunities. In addition, recapping the main points of the book in Chapter 10, Conclusion. In Chapter 10, Lee admits a few limitations of her work. This limitation is the selection of research articles used as essential text, which she admits is indicative rather than exhaustive of each of the 6 study fields she covered. She also acknowledged that her choices may have been impacted by her own study interests. All right, my friends, overall, this book is a fantastic resource for people interested in applied linguistics, education, or composition-related profession who want to learn more about second language writing, call, and especially the connection of the two. So I strongly endorse the books of Mimili, and as previously said that it will be particularly useful for researchers, teachers, writers, and university students or graduate students who interest in undertaking research in the fields of second language writing and digital composition. Similarly, many teachers will find it beneficial. So the book can give the audience actual educational implication. The book also can give them, like researchers, teachers, writers, and university students, concrete suggestions for investigating various tools, platforms, and research. So for summarizing, the book provides an important contribution to the area and stands out as one of a kind piece of literature in the marketplace. Okay, before I close my presentation, there is a quote for Ernest Hemingway. It is say, writing is something that you can never do as well as it can be done. It is a perceptual challenge and it's more difficult than anything else that I have ever done. So I do it. And it makes me happy when I do it well. Alright, it is some book review from me. Thanks for your watching. And the last, I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.